Hello, good morning, dear children. Once again, welcome back to the world of Python programming language. In the previous classes, we were discussed about first type data structure, stack, and its implementations, different programs, everything we discussed. Today, we can move to another type of data structure. Its name is queue. 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 What are the features of queue? Queues are similar to stacks. It also almost similar to stacks in that a queue also consists of a sequence of items which also included some sequence of items, and there are restrictions on how items can be added to and removed from the list. Okay, here also some restrictions are there. In the case of stack, there is its policy is last in first out. Last inserted element can take first out. In the case of queue also some restrictions are there for both addition and deletion. Here in the case of queue, which permits deletion to be performed at one end of the list and insertion at the other end, which permits deletion to be performed at one end and insertion at the other end. For example, suppose a bank ATM queue, or a queue in a fee counter, or a queue in a shopping center. You know about the structure of a queue. What is a structure of a queue? First entered person will be at the first position, second entered person will be at the second position, third entered person will be at the third position. Okay, for example, I already explained queue in a bank ATM, queue in a fee counter, queue in a shopping center. In this image, the person who has waited the most shall withdraw the money first or pay the fee first. The person who has waited most shall withdraw the money first or pay the fee first. Like this image, the first person in the line is served first. Did you understand what I say? In this image or in this queue, the first person in the line is served first and others can enter at the last of that queue, and others can enter the line only at the end. Then, which means a queue is called first in first out data structure, FIFO data structure. In the case of stack, it was LIFO data structure, last in first out. Both addition and deletions are takes place at the one position. That position is called top in the case of stack, but here in the case of queue, actually this data structure is a FIFO data structure. First inserted person can, or first inserted element can take first in first out. Okay, first entered person can move out first, so it is known as FIFO data structure. In the queue data structure, which permits deletion to be performed at one end and insertion will be at the another end. You know the structure of a queue. Insertion or entering will be at the one end, or exiting or removing will be at the another end. Okay, did you see here one queue implementation is given? In this queue implementation, did you see a sequence of numbers are given? 1, 11, 15, 3, 6, 10, then one empty space also there. Okay, a queue consists of two open ends. Did you see here two open ends are there? Data can only be removed from the one end, then the data can enter, or data can add to a queue at the another end, that we already discussed. A queue consists of two open ends, which is known as front and rear. Okay, two ends are there, front FRONT and REAR, rear. Data can only be removed from the front end which means the element at the front end of the queue. Okay, data can be only removed from the front end, and a new data element can only be added to the rear end of the queue. Okay, total two ends are there, front and rear. Front is used for removing elements and rear is used for adding a new element to a queue. Okay, these are the two positions of a queue. We already explained stack is not like a queue. In the case of stack, addition and deletions are taking place at the one position, but in the case of queue, additions taking place at the one end, which is known as rear, and deletions or removing will take place at the another end. That end is known as front end. Okay, in this implementation, values are given, front and rear ends are marked. Then at the top of this sequence of elements, did you see there is a index value also there? That index means positions. Okay, one value, that value 1 is placed at the 0th position, 11 first position, 15 second position, 3 third position, 6 fourth position, 10 fifth position. Okay, that positions are known as index. If you have any clarity problem related with these images, you can check your textbook also, page number 6.10, figure 6.5. Now we can move to next page 6.11, figure 6.6. Did you see here one empty queue is given, empty list is given. Okay, then index values also given 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then front end also marked there. Then front equal to 0 and rear equal to 0. What is its meaning? Actually, it is a empty list or an empty queue. There is no element in that queue. Okay, so what will be the value of front? 0. The value of rear also will be 0 because no elements are inserted. That's why it is an empty queue or an empty list. Okay, the value of front and rear will be 0. Please look into this image. Otherwise, you can look your textbook page number 6.11, figure 6.6b also. Okay, here some elements are inserted to that previous empty list, that or empty queue. Okay, 38, the element 38 is inserted at the 0th position. The character A is inserted at the first position. 4.5 inserted at the second position, 99 at the third position, the character X at the fourth position, then fifth position there is no element. Okay, then in this queue, which element can remove first? Did you see? 38. First inserted element is 38. So that 38 here in the case of queue, FIFO, actually we are following FIFO policy. First inserted or first in, first out. First inserted element can take first. Okay, which element inserted first? 38 inserted first. So we can remove 38 first. Okay, which element inserted second? The character A. So the character A can remove second. Okay, then 4.5, 99, etc. Okay, that deleting position, that deletion end is known as front end, that insertion end is known as rear end. Okay, insertion is possible only at that rear end, deletion is possible only at the front end. These are the structure of a queue. Now we can move to implementation of queue as list. We already discussed a queue is a data structure which performs only two operations, insertions and deletion. Then elements are always added from the rear end of the queue and removed from the front end of the queue. Two positions are the rear end and front end. Then some basic operations are included in the implementation of a queue. Some basic operations are there. First operation is creating a queue using list. If you want work with a queue, first you should create a queue using a list. We already discussed that. We already discussed the structure of a queue. Okay, one example also we discussed how to insert an element to a queue. What is the structure of a queue? If it is an empty queue, the value of front and rear will be 0. Everything we discussed. So first you should create a queue using list. Then next is inserting an element in a queue. Okay, after creating a queue, you can insert an element to a queue. Then third operation is checking for an empty queue. Checking for an empty queue. If you want to delete an element from a queue, first you should check whether that queue is empty or not. If that queue is empty, deletion is not possible. Okay, deletion is not possible. We can't delete an element from a empty queue. So if you want to perform an deletion operation, you should check whether given queue is empty or not. Then last operation is traversal or displaying queue items. Okay, after checking for an empty queue, next operation is traversal or displaying queue items. That means after each operations we can display queue items. Okay, these are the four basic operations in a queue. Next, we can move to creating a queue using list. Creating a queue using list. Here, two types of queue creation is given. Okay, two syntax is given. First one is queue equal to list. Then a parenthesis. Then another one is queue equal to, there is a empty square bracket. Queue is created as a variable of list type and is an empty list or an empty queue as it does not contain any element. Queue equal to list or queue equal to empty square bracket, which means it is an empty queue which does not contains any element. Okay, actually it is an implementation or representation of empty queue. There is no element is contained. The first element added to the queue will be at queue of 0. Okay, its position will be queue of 0. The first element added to the queue will be at the queue of 0, where both front and rear position will be 0. Okay, when we insert a single element to a queue, what will be the value of front and rear? Both value will be 0. Okay, both will be at the 0th position. Okay, after that second element will be at queue of 1, where front will be at 0 and rear shall increment by 1 and shall point to index 1. Okay, which means queue of 1 means front will be at 0 and rear shall increment by 1. Okay, that means when we add one more element to a queue, front will be 0, front will remains same and rear value of rear will increment by 1. Okay, then inserting an element into a queue, checking for an empty queue, deletion of an element from a queue, all these topics we will discuss later. Anyway, today we can wind up our class. Thank you. Have a great day.